What would you be thinking if you're John and you've done your job, you've seen all your friends die, and now you're receiving these letters from the churches that you've established? John is saying, when is your kingdom coming? We've been waiting for it the whole time. Then Jesus shows up and gives him a vision of what's to come. But as the vision unfolds, John sees all the depravity, corruption, and sin coming into God's church in Revelations chapter 2 and 3. But what he was expecting was for Jesus to somehow clean that up and get the church ready for the second coming, right? But no, things go from bad to worse. By the Dark Ages, the church is in full prostitution mode, committing spiritual fornication with the kings of the world left and right. Picture of the last church in Revelation chapter 3, it's actually the worst. A modern day translation may be, you make me so sick to my stomach that I feel like throwing up. It's bad enough that the Lord's bride is a spiritual adulterer, but it's worse that she started out as a pure and innocent. Pure innocent bride, and then this is what she has become. The fast deterioration and depravity of his church throws him into despair. So this is the state of John's mind. Then in chapter 4, the vision changes and John sees what's going on in heaven. And what is happening in heaven in chapter 4? They're having a party up there. It seems like they don't see what's going on down here. God's church, the bride of Jesus, is fornicating, is dying of corruption and depravity. What is there to celebrate? John was confused. What in the world is going on here? John was thinking, at the end of chapter 4, does Jesus even care? Maybe he forgot about us. With all these angels, adoring him. He got caught up with that. He doesn't know. He doesn't know the bad situation that's down here. Then in chapter 5, John sees the lamb that looked as though he was slain in the midst of the throne. In the midst of God's throne, he sees this lamb as though it had been slain. Then John knew exactly why they were celebrating and worshiping in heaven. Do you see what John sees now? Do you see why there was so much worship and praise in heaven? John is complaining, Lord, look at this church. I can't believe this. I can't believe all this stuff is happening down here and you're up there celebrating. But who loves the church more, John or Jesus? Come on. Who paid the price for the church? John or Jesus? John gets it. You see, heaven is not stupid. They see all the horrible things happening down here, especially regarding his church. They see how his church has become corrupt and proud. His church is abusing and hoarding the blessings from God, flaunting it, bragging about it. We got the truth. We're rich. In the meantime, they're completely misrepresenting God and bringing shame upon his name. This is what heaven sees. Heaven knows all this, but then they see God. And what do they see in heaven? What do they see? God is not depressed. He's not crying in the corner somewhere, like you would be if you saw your bride that way. Rather, God is bearing all this. He's encouraging everyone in heaven. He's encouraging all the angels to keep working. And he's encouraging all his children here on earth. He's continually blessing everyone. And he's continually doing whatever he can to seek and to save that which is lost. That's what heaven sees. And heaven's like, wow, God, you are holy. You're set apart. There is no God like you. God, you're worthy of our praise. Worship naturally arises out of their hearts as they see that God is truly, truly worthy to receive their honor and praise.